Hello. Hello. Hello out there. Welcome to Verbling. Hi, I'm teacher Oakley. And in this class, we are going to be practicing forming questions. We're going to kind of do it in a game format. We're going to have a little fun with this. But we're going to learn about a lot of different question forms and how to form questions properly in English. Things like indirect questions and tag questions and anyway, we'll get some practice in and we'll maybe have a little fun.
Okay.
Okay, hey Vincenzo. How have you been? Hi Vincenzo, how have you been, sir?
Okay. I am a little distracted. How are you? You look very fine. I was distracted from my smartphone. There is something happening, but I don't know what is it. So I find this lesson. I find very interesting.
Okay.
No.
Well, good. Well, maybe we'll have a little fun while we learn something here. I hope.
Oh dear.
Okay. I want to say hi to some other students. Rodolfo, good to see you again.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you? How are your wrists?
They are better.
Okay. Okay, that's good to hear. Did you take my advice? Are you using bowling gloves on your hands while you type?
Oh, I haven't find them here.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm better now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let me say hi to some other folks. Hi, Dennis. Whoa, that was loud. All right. Who's parking their car? Hi, Dennis. How are you? Again.
I'm okay again. Still okay.
Again. Still. No crises in the last couple hours. That's good.
No
Glad.
crisis.
Good to hear it.
Teacher, you have just done an integration in a question form. Who's parking there?
What's that? Okay. Anyway, hi Carlos. Hello.
Hi all. Hi to all.
Well, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Pretty good.
Okay. Where are you from, Carlos?
I'm from Spain. From Valencia. Yeah.
Valencia. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the class. Nice to have you aboard.
Thank you.
Okay. Just want to say hi to Igor. Hey, Igor. How are you? Igor?
Hey, Oakley. I'm doing very well. How are you?
I think you may have played this game before. This is the second time I've done this. We're going to play a little game, the forming questions game. And I believe I remember you participating in this one. So you have a little advantage today.
No, I think I only seen on the schedule, this on Verbling schedule, but I cannot attend because it wasn't in my time.
Ah, really? Okay.
Maybe, but I seen this theme on the schedule of Verbling later.
Okay.
Show you.
Okay.
Before, sorry.
Before, yeah, right. Yeah, I've done this before, but I don't. Okay. I want to say hi to my Chinese friends. Hello, Wenlu. How are you?
Hello, teacher.
Wenlu, are you ready to?
I'm fine.
Are you ready to win the game?
I don't know what we will play.
Okay, Wenlu, do you know a game called Tic Tac Toe?
No.
No? Okay, well, you basically have two vertical lines, up and down. This is a game many children play. in Western countries. And then you draw two horizontal lines. Those are lines that go straight back and forth. That's
yes.
horizontal,
Yes, I know.
vertical. And you're trying to fill in squares, either three, it's obviously 3 squares by 3 squares. You're trying to fill in 3 squares,
Yeah.
either
Yes.
vertically or diagonally. This way, it's diagonal.
Diagonal. Yes, yes,
Right.
yes. How do you call it? Tic-tac.
Tic-tac-toe. Yes. We're gonna play we're playing a different variation because I'm gonna ask you guys to form questions. I'm gonna give you a partial question. Now you need to form a complete question in, of course, proper grammatical English. Some of these may be a little tricky because you may have to do an indirect question or a tag question. So it might be a little challenging. Hi, Zora. Nice to have you back. Hi, Zora. Zora, are you there?
Hi, Oakley.
Hi. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I
hi.
can.
I'm back.
All right. I'm going to use the traditional, I guess it's a traditional Western idea. I don't know. Actually, my Chinese friends, I can ask you. In Western culture, we often say ladies first to be polite. And since there's only one lady here with us this evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you guys are, that would be you, Wenlu. So
Okay.
I'm going to have you go first. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little screen share. I'm going to show you a partial question, and your job is going to be to try to form a correct question, anything you can imagine, Wenlu. In fact, be creative as you can be. We'll start out a little easier. Okay, you're going to stop now. Now notice here we've got a tic-tac-toe board. 3 vertical lines and 3 horizontal lines. I'm just going to go around the room here and ask you the questions. You kind of have to keep track of which ones you've gotten. Square 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so in our first box here on our upper left, because that's how we read English, from the upper left and across, Wenlu, I want you to form a question with I wonder. Okay? Wenlu?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I wonder if you are a teacher.
You wonder if I am a teacher.
Good question.
Wenlu, should I be offended? Should I be offended by that question?
You should be happy. Okay.
It's very
oh
When
dear.
you be a teacher.
Oh dear. Okay.
It's a challenge.
That's well, that was funny. Yes. I
I
wonder
mean,
if you're a teacher. No, you did an excellent job. That is, I wonder if you were a teacher is a perfectly grammatically correct, good answer. You can mark yourself an X in your square if you want. For those playing at home, you can make yourself a little tic-tac-toe board. And Wenlu gets a square here. Okay, all right. Wenlu, very good. Good job. Zora. Zora? Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, now I would like you to form a question with this middle, using this middle spot here. You're going to be in the upper middle. Do you know?
Do you know what's the time at my city?
Do you know what is the time at my city? Do you know what is the time at my city? Okay. Well, normally we would. Yes. normally we would say, phrase that differently. Do you know what time it is in my city?
Oh,
So I'm sorry, but I can't give that to you. Did you say at my city? I forgot already.
oh,
Am I a teacher? I have no memory of what happened 2 seconds ago. My
I said, is that should be in?
In, yes. Okay, so I can't give
Okay.
that one to you. You have to use the correct prepositions, has to be correct. Totally. Perfect English. All right. Do you know what time it is in my city? Can I guess? Can I guess the answer? Can I? Is it 9:10 p.m.?
No.
No. Oh, shoot. Okay.
You lose.
I lose. I lose as
You
square
lost.
too. I'm also losing. Oh dear. Okay. Carlos, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the screen share here. I can't remember what is yours. Okay, yours is upper right hand corner. How often? Yeah.
How often? How often do you? How often do you eat along the day?
Oh, you should have quit while you were ahead. Okay, you said how often do you eat?
Yeah.
How often do you eat in a long day?
Yeah.
How often do you eat in a long day? Well, grammatically, I guess that's correct. In a day is the correct proposition. How often do you eat by itself would be an okay question. All right. How often do you eat in a long day? Most of my days are actually 24 hours. Yeah, exactly. Most of my days are 24 hours. Carlos, how long are your days?
Are you sure?
Carlos, I'm going to let you have that X. You can have that because grammatically you're correct. But I have to ask you, what planet are you from?
What?
What planet are you from? Because I live on Earth, and the days are always 24 hours.
20. Excuse me. Could you repeat the question? How often?
How often? No, you got the answer. You're okay. Your answer's okay. But I think the question is a little strange because you said in a long day.
Martian.
Along the day? No, I would I could say to along the day.
Along the day. Oh well, now you talked yourself out of it. Oh, okay. Carlos, we wouldn't say along the day. We would say during the day.
During the day, yeah.
Yes. Okay. How often do you eat during the day? Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but the proper time indicator is during or duration. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Stay with it. You're going to have another chance. Everyone's going to have plenty of chances. Dennis. All right, Dennis. What have we got for you? Let's see here. Oh, dear. Okay, Dennis. It might be challenging. All right, Dennis. Your question is blank, comma, didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay. For example, you worked yesterday, didn't you?
Oh, that was magnificent. You worked yesterday, didn't you? Oh, that was terrific. Very good. That's called a tag question. Perfect. You worked yesterday, didn't you? And actually, interestingly, I think, Dennis, we can do two things in a tag question, okay? At the end, the didn't you part, if I say you worked yesterday, didn't you? it means it's truly a question. All right? If I say, you worked yesterday, didn't you? And my pitch falls very low, didn't you? Which is kind of the way Dennis said it. It means that he thinks I worked. He's just asking for confirmation, actually. Dennis knows I worked. He knows that I worked. I saw him yesterday. So he very, very correctly asked me a tag question with a comma, didn't you, which is a tag question, positive statement, you worked yesterday, negative tag, didn't you. He even used correct falling intonation at the end, falling pitch, which is very important because it does convey meaning if you go up or go down. Yes, Vincenzo?
Yes,
question?
In the same time, no? In the same time, in the perfect, in the past perfect, in the past time, in the same time, no? If you in the first phrase,
okay.
you use a past. So the question is in the past.
The question is in the past tense. That is correct. You worked yesterday.
The same time. The same time.
Yes, they're very good. Yes, the statement and the tag are both in the simple past tense in that question.
The same level. Yes.
That's right. You are correct. Okay, very good, Dennis. You can take the square. Perfect. Igor, your turn. All right. Let's see. You're right in the middle. Ooh, you get the crucial middle square, Igor. You lucky guy. Do you know? Go ahead and form a question using do you know?
Do you know where is the supermarket?
Normally, Igor, we would say, do you know where the supermarket is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a double interrogation. Double.
Do you know where the double interrogation, okay, in English, we call that an indirect question. Because we're not being, a direct question would be, of course, where is the supermarket? All right. An indirect question, really you're asking two questions. Do you know where the supermarket is? Similarly, you often hear this in like customer service. You often hear this when we're asking polite questions. Can you tell me what time it is? Okay. Do you know how much this coat costs? Do you know? Okay, can you tell me? Very common ways to start a direct question. And in this case, Igor, I'm sorry to say, but we're going to end the question with is.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm here to learn, so
you're here to learn.
I might make mistakes. It's okay.
We all do, even me, or maybe even especially me. Okay, Rudolfo. Rudolfo?
Yes.
Are you there? All right.
Yep.
You're on the right-hand side, center square. Okay, you need to form a question from how often.
Okay. How often do you go swimming?
Not as often as I would like to. Perfect. How often do you go swimming? All right. Perfect. Excellent. How often do you? We usually use the helper verb or auxiliary verb do. How often do you whatever? Perfect. Give yourself a square. Very good.
Yay.
Yay. All right, Vincenzo, you ready for the challenge? Ooh, a tough one. Okay. Here we go. Vincenzo, you're going to have another tag question. Okay? And it is blank, comma, aren't I? Blank, aren't I? Aren't I? Okay? Vincenzo, give it a try. Vincenzo, you want to, can you, are you
His
working?
image is paused. I think he's done.
Oh, oh, yes it is. I can, because I've got his picture. All right, we'll see Vincenzo, and I'm going to go to Wenlu. Wenlu, I hope you're up for the challenge.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Vincenzo got kicked out of the hangout. Hopefully he'll be back shortly. Wenlu, okay, so I'll give you the question, blank, comma, aren't I?
It's a little difficult.
Yes, it is. You're right.
Am I hungry, aren't I?
Okay. I'm really hungry, aren't I? I don't know if you are or not. However, that is a correct sentence, and I suppose you would say that in context if you ate a lot of food and you're eating very fast. I'm really hungry, aren't I? I guess, and grammatically speaking, totally correct. Aren't is a strange contraction we use for I am not. For some reason, we use aren't. Aren't I wonderful? Okay. You know what? Check it out already. Already Wenlu has already captured the bottom left-hand corner and the top left-hand corner. Ooh. Wenlu takes a commanding lead. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, you better worry, people. All right. Zora, you're up next. And your question, I would like you to make a question with how long.
How long do you spend on your work every week?
Okay. May I hear that one more time, please?
How long do you spend on your work every week?
How long do you spend on your work every week? How long do you spend on your work every week? Okay. I'm going to give that one to you. That's okay. I'm not sure of your meaning or context, but it does make sense. It does make sense grammatically. How long do you spend on your work every week?
How much time?
Yeah. We usually say, how much time do you spend at your work, like at your job? How much time do you spend on your work would mean maybe like school work or extra work or a project. We could say that. How long do you spend on your work every week? It's a little awkward, but grammatically it is okay. And in a certain very specific circumstance, you could use it. So I'll let that one go. Okay?
Teacher,
yes.
if he wanted to ask about the time he spends in his work, or
yeah, then it would be incorrect.
And how would you ask that?
How much time, as Dennis actually pointed out, how much time do you spend at work? And we would say at work, not on work. How much time do you spend at work every week?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we go back to the top. So we're going to do a little useful repetition, or I hope it's useful. Carlos, back to you. You get a little bit easy one, or I think. Make a sentence with I wonder. Question, I'm sorry, not a sentence. A question.
A question?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mm, mm. Do you wonder about your job?
Well, Carlos, you have to use I wonder.
I wonder. Okay, excuse me.
Sure.
Um, but I wonder if I will have job in the next month, for example.
Carlos, that's scary. Okay.
Yeah.
Carlos, jeez. Talking to you guys from Spain makes me nervous. I'll tell you what. Tough job market, right? Okay. Now, how did you say that? I wonder if I will have. How did you say it again? I wonder if I will have a job.
I will have uh, a job the next month.
Ah, okay. That's very close, but you don't need the article the. I wonder if I will have a job next week.
Next week.
Or I wonder if I will have a job next month.
Yeah, without the.
You don't need an article. You don't need a preposition.
Yeah.
Nothing. You can just directly say, I wonder if I will have a job next week or next month. You might commonly hear this in English, Carlos, if it's a real question and not just an example. I wonder if I will even have a job next week. You might hear the word even to emphasize the
desperation.
Desperation, thank you, Igor. Yeah, the seriousness of the situation or the emotional desperation. Very, very good, Igor. Yeah.
To do not find a job.
Yeah. Will I even have a job? My goodness. Yeah, that would be common.
I have a job in that moment, but
okay.
it's a I suppose hypothetical
situation.
Hypothetical.
Yeah,
Carlos,
exactly.
we know. It's just it's only hypothetical. Any questions we come up with today are, of course, only hypothetical and for fun, such as when-lose question if I'm a real teacher. So, Carlos, don't be offended because I won't be offended either. I'm not offended at all. I think it's very funny.
I wonder, are you a real teacher?
It is funny. It's funny. Okay, anyway.
Good question.
It is a good question. It was perfectly good and very funny. Made me smile. Okay. Dennis, back to you. This is too easy for Dennis. Dennis is too good. All right, Dennis. Make a question with do you know?
Do you know how many people live on Earth at the moment?
Is it? We just went over 7 billion, right?
I don't know. That's my question.
Okay. Perfectly.
Do you know exactly.
Exactly. Well, of course I do. 7 billion, 100 million, 43,012. No.
How do you know that?
I counted them during.
So you don't.
Okay. No, I don't, actually. But the question was perfect. No problem. Do you know how many people on Earth at the moment, meaning right now at the moment? And of course, no one knows that. Although there's a really cool website that actually counts like people, how many people die, how many people live every. It's just a running thing, 24 hours a day. It's actually quite scary to look at. I'll have to find you guys the URL. I have it somewhere. It's scary though. A lot more. I'll tell you one thing. A lot more people being born than dying. Okay, Igor. Good square. The much coveted top right corner. How often?
How often do you wash your car?
That's easy. That's easy, Igor. The answer is never. I don't have a car.
I knew that.
I have a motorcycle, so I don't have a car. I just bought an electronic motorcycle. Totally cool. I'm so psyched.
What do you mean electronic?
It
Without
yeah,
gas?
No gas. No gas at all.
Battery?
Battery, yes. You plug it in.
It's fantastic.
How many
Fantastic.
kilometers per hour he may achieve, or how we can ask? How many kilometers per hour? What?
Yeah, how many kilometers per hour can you go or can you travel?
No, I mean speed. Speed.
yeah.
You know, speed.
Yeah, how many can you go? Yeah. How? If
How
I want to
fast?
ask how far? Oh,
yeah, how fast?
How many? Yeah, how fast can you go would be easier, wouldn't it? Yeah. It goes It goes 40 kilometers an hour on flat. I get a steep hill and it's slowed down to like 30, 35 to 30. It loses power, definitely.
It's a kind of moped.
But down the hill it goes 50 kilometers an hour. So. Yeah,
It's a
but
moped.
I live in a city and it's pretty congested, so getting around town it's going to be quite handy for sure. Plus,
How
And-
much
and-
did you give
And
for this?
how many kilometers? How many kilometers?
you
How
can.
many kilometers can you?
Well, I haven't tested it yet, Vincenzo. The dealer said he doesn't dare go more than 40 or 50 on the outside. The what do you call manual, the handbook, the paperwork says you can go up to 80 kilometers. I haven't tested it yet. I just bought it Sunday, actually.
80. No,
Yeah,
no, no, but I mean, how many road can you do with this motorcycle?
How far?
How many kilometers?
You mean how far?
Not far. Yes, how far?
How far? Yeah, 80.
Yes, how
80.
far can you go?
The,
80. Okay.
the manual says 80. Now, you know,
For the moment,
Vincenzo, I don't know if that's 80 kilometers downhill. I'm not sure.
down the hill is more simple.
Yeah, well,
It's more simple down the hill.
certainly. Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It was $750. $750.
$750?
Yeah. That included everything: helmet and rain gear, and a free T-shirt, and other stuff. All the electrical devices I need. It has pedals. I can actually recharge the battery with pedals if I'm stuck somewhere. And there, yeah. So, like a moped.
Hybrid. Is it an hybrid? An hybrid.
Is it a hybrid? No, it does not take gas at all. So it's very, very, very simple. It's extremely simple.
How long does it take to recharge?
Fully 8 hours. But he advised me you should never let it run down fully. Just maybe halfway and then charge it 4 to 6 hours.
Write the brand in the chat so we can Google it to see what kind of, because I first time hear about something.
It's a scooter, yeah?
Scooter.
Yeah, it is a scooter.
It's very popular.
Yeah. It's called LAE Bike. I believe you can look laebike.com or whatever.
It's a Chinese?
And the model I got is
Chinese.
I believe it was manufactured in China, because you cannot find anything here in the Philippines that has not been manufactured in China. Really. The model is called the Pasadena. It's kind of cool. You can check it out.
AE bike, I think. No LE, but AE, no?
No, it's LA, like Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
I
think the company's American, but where was it manufactured? I seriously think in China.
So you have to pay attention to the. So you have to pay attention to.
Pay attention to what? Missed the last word. I missed it. Vincenzo, are you? Ah.
Yeah. Hello, teacher.
Hi. Yeah, you keep disappear. Your voice is disappearing and then reappearing. Okay. Anyway, let's
So
continue. Yeah.
I tell you to say you have. Okay.
I can. Sorry, Vincenzo. Okay. Let's go back to our game. Rodolfo, your turn to try a tag question. Blank, comma, didn't you?
Hey, but why did you give me that square? I won't be able to win.
I can't help it. It's random.
Okay.
It's totally random.
Uh,
I'm not controlling it. It's all computer driven.
You're trying to make me lose the game, didn't you? Oh, you try. Yeah,
No.
you tried to make.
What? I'll let you try one more time. One more attempt, Rodolfo.
Yeah. You made me lose the game, didn't you?
Okay, there, they got it that time. You made me lose again, didn't you? Okay, actually, that's fine, and I'll let you have it. But we use tag questions many times when we're accusing someone. You took the money, didn't you? We use falling intonation with a tag question. You're the one who ate the last candy bar, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes, yes, it has falling intonation, and we commonly use tag questions when we're accusing someone. So, Rodolfo, in your accusation, you definitely need to use falling intonation as you're accusing me. At the end, you made me lose again, didn't you?
Yeah.
It seems like a western. It seems like a western.
Well, you know. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Don't you know all Americans are cowboys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, boy. I'm here. I'm not running. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Vincenzo, you got the middle square here. Okay. Who?
In the middle, huh? In the center.
In the center.
Who knows him? Who knows him? It's
very good. That's it. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Who knows him? Perfect. Very simple. Vincenzo goes in and goal. All right. Yeah. All right. Right down the middle.
Thank you.
Very simple. Direct shot. No upper left corner. No. Okay. Direct question. Who knows him? Perfect. Okay. Wenlu. Oh, this isn't really going to help your tic-tac-toe. You're over here on the right, Wenlu.
Okay.
But maybe you'll win by sheer volume. Okay, please form a question with "excuse me."
Excuse me. Do you believe the existence of ET or ghost?
Okay, she said, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Excuse me, do you believe the existence of ET? Wenlu, I am ET.
What is ET?
Extraterrestrial.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, alien.
Yeah, you said that you met many years ago extraterrestrials and you talked to them. Do you remember previous lesson? You said
no, I don't remember that. I must have been under the influence of extraterrestrial hypnotism. Okay, but wait a minute. Let's get back to Wenlu's question.
Have you been kidnapped?
Kidnapped, yeah. I can't talk about it. Too dramatic. Okay, Wenlu, you said, excuse me, do you believe in... No, you didn't say in. You believe Well, what the problem was, you needed to say, do you believe in extraterrestrials? When we ask if somebody believes in something, whatever, Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster or telephone.
Yes, it's my phone. I go to kill him.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Wenlu, excuse me, do you believe in, it should be in, do you believe in extraterrestrials?
In.
Okay. Wenlu?
Okay.
The other kind of strange thing is, that would be an odd kind of question to use excuse me. We're normally going to use excuse me to be very polite. And we use excuse me to say things like, excuse me, do you know what time it is? Excuse me, do you know how to find Front Street? Asking directions. Or, excuse me, is this your pen? I think you dropped it. We use it to be polite, so that would be a little bit of a strange question to ask. Excuse me. You would probably ask much more directly.
Would you tell me the way?
Yeah, well, do you believe in aliens would be much more direct. Do you believe in extraterrestrials? Or maybe not. Maybe Wenlu's just a very nice, polite person. Anyway, Zora, you're up next.
Yeah.
Ooh, hard one. Okay. You get the lower left corner, blank, comma, aren't I? Another tag question. What do you think? Blank, comma, aren't I? Here.
Can you share me your screen?
Yes, I can. There you go. Whoops. What happened there?
Aren't I?
Aren't I? Yes, that's right.
I am Chinese, aren't I?
I think so. All right. That's a good one. All right. Now, wait. Could you repeat it once more? Because I need to listen carefully. One more time?
I am Chinese, aren't I?
I am a Chinese. You don't need to say, you don't need the article, a. I am Chinese, aren't I? Is okay. The article's not
if there is no a, then Chinese is a adjective, but
yeah,
I want to mean it is a noun that
that's right.
I am a Chinese man.
You are correct, and for that I'll give you the square.
Right?
You're absolutely correct, because he's absolutely correct. If you want to use a Chinese as a noun, and since he knows it, that's very good. We wouldn't normally say it like that in English. We would just use the adjective form, Chinese, the simple I am Chinese, to mean an adjective. I am a Chinese means a Chinese person, the noun. Yes. You are correct. Very good. And very good point.
Excuse me, teacher. Can I say something?
Yes.
Yes, but the second question, isn't possible to say, am I, am not I?
Am not I? Is it possible?
I am not.
Yeah, I understand. We normally use aren't I. Is it possible, you're asking me? I am Chinese, am I not?
Am I not?
Yes, it is possible. In fact, that's an older form of English. It is possible.
Which one? Which one is older?
The way you said it is. It sounds more formal. It is more formal. Am I not? I am a very handsome man. Am I not?
Am I not?
For example, yes, you are. That is correct, Vincenzo. You can say that.
Okay, thank you.
It might be considered slightly more formal, but grammatically, it's okay. Good question, actually. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We might get around one more time. I don't know. Carlos?
Yeah.
All right. Your job is to make a question with how long? How long?
How long is the trip?
How long is... Did you say how long is the trip?
Yeah. The trip, specific.
Specific article. You did it. Yeah. Yay, Carlos. Yes. Very good. Specific. How long is the trip? Very good. Excellent job. You got it.
Thanks.
All right. Nice. Okay, we're back to Dennis. Dennis, I don't have any recollection of what squares you've already gotten, but this is lower right-hand corner. And your question is, where do you think he...
Where do you think he must be now?
Where do you think he must be now? Yeah, okay. Nothing wrong with that. Now, Dennis used a modal. Modals are words like might, could, should, would, and must, or will. Okay, he used the high probability form, must. Where do you think he must be now? Grammatically, it's okay. I think it would be more likely to ask a question like, where do you think he might be now? Or where do you think he might be means maybe. Or where do you think he could be now?
Could be,
might be more normal English speaking language, Dennis. Where could he be now? Where do you think he could be now? I don't know. Morocco, Brazil, who knows? It's just a little more natural. It is possible that in a certain situation, where do you think he must be now? Well, he must be in jail now. He was arrested 6 months ago. Well, there are circumstances, right?
Perhaps if you are angry, no? Well.
Perhaps if you're angry, where do you think he must be now?
If you are a little angry, no, you must be disappointed or something.
Yeah, well, maybe.
He borrowed money from me. Where he must be now?
Okay, where do you think he must be now? Hiding from you, Dennis. He must be hiding. Okay, well, anyway, I'll give it to you, Igor. You get the top left.
I wonder who is the best teacher on Verling.
I don't. Just kidding.
We can have a match.
Not me. Oh, a teacher's match. Ooh, yeah, teacher Olympics. Very cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn. I wanna teach the decathlon of English. I'm gonna go for listening, reading, writing, speaking, grammar, and vocabulary. Woo! Yeah, go for it. Okay. Anyway, all right, Rudolfo. You need to make a question with, do you know?
Okay. Do you know her?
Do you know her? Very straightforward. Okay. Do you know where you're going to? Do you know the things that life is showing you? Do you know? Oh, sorry. I broke into song there. Couldn't control myself. Okay. All right, Vincenzo, it's back to you again.
Yes.
I don't. Oh, you're stuck with it once again.
I have to find it.
Not fair.
I have to find. I have to activate the screen. Okay, I have the screen. I've got
okay.
Where
you got the. Did you do didn't you question already?
Yes.
You did?
Didn't you?
Okay. We're going to skip it then and try the middle one. Who blank him?
Another time, the same.
Oh, you had that one? All right. All right, let's jump way down. Let's jump down here so we move the order around, shake it up a little. Okay, try how long?
How long have you been teaching English?
Ooh, about 50 minutes, Vincenzo.
So it refers to this time, to this short time, the question in this way.
No,
How long have you been? No.
No. Your question would be, I would normally answer if I wasn't such a jerk. I would normally answer, I've been teaching English for about 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. Well, no. 7 years. What am I thinking? I forgot.
7 years, it's a long time. Yes, I didn't
not that long.
Imagine it. I didn't imagine it. Okay.
Vincenzo, I'm older than I look. I have to tell you.
So you are very strong in teaching.
Well, I work at it. I try. Hopefully, I'm improving. I hope.
Okay.
You hope your English is improving. I hope my teaching is improving.
Yes. Yeah, always improving.
Well, we certainly hope so. Okay, Wenlo. Wenlo's getting all the corners.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner. Where do you think he blank?
Where do you think he's a vegetarian?
One more time, please. Where do you think he?
I'm
listening.
Let me think. Where do you think he lives in?
Where do you think he lives in?
In.
Okay, Wenlu, you don't need the in. All right. Where do you think he lives? Is fine. You don't need the preposition in at the end. Now this is interesting. Where do you think he lives? You don't need in. If you said, what do you think he lives in? He lives in an apartment or a house or a shoebox. Yes. Then you do need in. So that's a little tricky. So it's a little confusing, I know. Sometimes we do need to have a preposition at the end of a question. Okay? So I can't tell you we never end a question with prepositions because that does happen. We call that a stranded preposition. It's actually a special kind of use of a preposition. It's not used as a particle in a phrasal verb. It's not used as in a prepositional phrase. It's called a stranded preposition. It's all out there at the end of a sentence by itself. For example, what are you looking at? At. It's out there at the end. Often questions with what. We have a stranded particle. Can I ask you a totally different question? Wenlu? What? I want to learn about Chinese culture. I'm sorry. Indulge me. What is a question I should never ask a Chinese person? What it would be a rude question?
Asking about the salary.
About salary. I think that's universal. I think that's everywhere in the world. All right. Thank you, though. Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Perhaps about the age. No.
Age?
For a woman.
Let's ask Zora. Zora.
For women.
Maybe question about China.
Zora, what is a question I should not ask? It would be impolite to ask a Chinese person.
I don't think there are these kinds of questions. In fact, I often ask my colleagues' salary, and
Really?
they answer me easily. I don't think it's unblind.
Wait a minute. Zora, what if I ask your mother, how old are you?
In fact, some women may think it's rude, but others think it's okay.
Okay. All right.
It's not so unblind as that is in America.
Okay. Well, not just America. I think many places women don't like to be.
Maybe I think if you ask a girl how much salary her boyfriend gets, I think it is rude.
Okay.
Especially the boy get a poor salary.
Right. What if I asked a woman, how much do you weigh?
Do you?
No, I don't dare ask that question. Do I look like a crazy person?
How much do you weigh?
How much
a woman
do I weigh?
can ask another woman this question, but I don't think a man can ask this question.
Right, that's
But I think if the girl is thin,
What?
it's okay.
Wenlu, please, again?
The girl is thin, it's okay to ask.
If she's thin, it's okay to ask. Okay, all right.
Excuse me, teacher, excuse me.
Yes.
Perhaps I'd like to know something more about preposition. Perhaps it would be interesting if you can make a class about preposition. But the difficulty is that we Italian use preposition in another way. So I think it's the same for other people. So you have to make a relationship with your preposition and other preposition referring to language. I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I can tell you one thing. It's not near me.
But using a preposition.
So
it's very interesting.
Well, okay. Well, your first, can I do a class about prepositions? I can do a course about prepositions. 1 hour is not nearly enough.
But referring to other languages.
Sure. But
referring other languages is.
Yeah, I know it's difficult. Philippines language, Tagalog, there are only six prepositions, and of course English has hundreds.
Yes.
So it's very difficult for them to figure out prepositions. I understand that prepositions are difficult. In questions, they are used in prepositional phrases or sometimes at the end of a sentence. For example, we're talking about things you cannot say to somebody. In English, I cannot say, "What are you looking at?" Especially not with that intonation. What are you looking at? I'll get hit.
But you use a preposition also in modal verbs. So also is another difficult.
In modal, with modals?
Yes.
Okay.
Different preposition with the same verb.
Can you give me an example? What do you mean? Like with would? Would you go in the store? Would you go to the store? Would you go for some milk?
No, I mean in verbs. In verbs there are different prepositions for the basic verb. The basic verb.
Oh, you're talking. Okay, yes. So now I do. Finally, I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. You're talking about phrasal verbs again.
Phrasal verb. Excuse me. Yes, phrasal verb. Yes.
Yeah,
So it's another difficulty.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, for all just Italians, for all English learners, absolutely. Phrasal verbs are very difficult. I do occasionally do phrasal verb classes. There is a ton. I used to teach at an academy, and there were 10 textbooks for phrasal verbs.
Okay.
20 chapters each. 20 chapters in each of the 10 textbooks. That's 200. In each chapter, students would study 20 new phrasal verbs. So,
so do you want to me that
there are many.
Do you want to me that we have give up with this preposition?
No. You should try, and you should definitely try to learn the most common ones are important, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your question. Who is before I go? Our time is up. Unfortunately, I'm sorry we got off track there. Who won the game? Who do you think? I think.
Lady.
Wenlu. It's either Wenlu or Dennis. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Lady win.
Wenlu.
Definitely.
Wenlu.
She asked the best question in the beginning of the class.
Yes, she did.
So,
I think. Okay.
I never heard this kind of question. So I
agree. I totally agree with Igor. I'm not sure. There might be a tie score, but